that's very important when playing the swan is your ability to control the bow. We have 3 notes in the first bow. 1, 2, 3. This is very important because if you use a bow speed that's too fast, you run out of bow, like this. Right? Or if your bow speed is too slow, this happens. You also don't want that. So you have to really think about your bow speed. That's the first very important principle. Now, what you can do to practice this technique of controlling your bow is to practice scales every day. And I add notes each time, but I always make sure that I divide the bow evenly. So I'm going to play 4 notes per bow, and notice how I always use the full bow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So this is a very good practice. Also, with this piece, the vibrato is crucial. If I was to play this piece without any vibrato, it would sound like this. And when you add the vibrato, then the piece has a human quality, like you're singing. Also, with the vibrato, you can begin very narrow, and then you can make the vibrato wider. Notice how that changes the color. So this is a very important technique in creating a line. Now I'm going to make it wider. So I began very soft and very tight, and then big and wide. That creates lots of volume and lots of color. So when you practice the swan, I want you to think about these 2 principles. Continuous vibrato that evolves, that opens up. Think of the vibrato going from note to note, and think of the vibrato having variety. When the dynamic is piano, play with a narrow vibrato. When the dynamic is forte, a bigger, wider vibrato. Also, with your bow, work on dividing the bow evenly so that you don't run out of bow. If you think of these things when you practice, I'm sure you will play the swan excellently. So take care. Bye.